As we find ourselves, and here we are right now at this present day, 2 days away from our Christian celebrated holiday, certainly in this Christmas season, it's important that we understand it is all about love and giving, not the other way around, selfishness and receiving. That's the other way. Because I guarantee you this, and you don't hear me say it year after year, that on Tuesday morning, somebody's going to have their mouth stuck out. Somebody's going to have the nerve to be angry. When it's not about us. And because we've been under this illusion that the world has picked this day, painted this picture that is all about us being treated when it's not our day. Because I still find it interesting, that this holiday, that a child was born in the little town of Bethlehem, has become a global day that focuses more on us than him. He who was born, we understand that through him we might be saved. You'll see that in the text today, particularly in verse 17. We understand that it has been man's, for some reason, desire and his selfishness to take that which is spiritual and turn it into something natural and materialistic. I'm thinking about that because that is what man's involvement has done with this day. There's so many people under so much pressure, which they really shouldn't be under when it comes to this day. That's why you have people stealing and robbing. Because they're trying to hopefully, get a gift or bless someone, and the whole meaning of it has been lost because of man's foolishness. But thank God that we who know the truth are not forgetting what God did over 2,000 years ago. God gave his only begotten Son. This popular and we know well-known text is proof of why we have a day called Christmas. Because if God had not gave, and think about it, there would be no reason to celebrate the birth of his Son. Jesus would not have been born, and his name would not have been called Wonderful Counselor, Mighty God, Everlasting Father, the Prince of Peace, and they would not have called him Emmanuel. But as Christ, and thank God for this, he possesses those names already. But if God did not give his Son to the world, it would not have come to pass. The law of prophecy of Jesus was fulfilled because God gave his only begotten Son. But God's ultimate reason for giving his Son, and here it is, was love. And I don't believe that it gets no better than putting the emphasis on love, because love is what took place. And hear me, love is more than just lip service. Love is demonstrative. And that means God displayed his love. Because you and I know both that if somebody constantly said, I love you, and don't do anything to prove it, we'll certainly have questions about what that love is. And no matter how you look at this, love is a word of action. And there ought to be proof of our love. There ought to be words in this text that they speak in the past tense. And look at these three words in verse 16. It says, loved, gave, begotten. And those three words speak as though something has already taken place, because they are past tense. And what Jesus says to Nicodemus, he says it to indicate that God his Father has already performed what he said. Therefore, Jesus speaks of what was done and what can happen as a result of just believing. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son. And we know what it says, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish, but have everlasting life. And so God did it because he loved. Think about it, if you will. What will you give because of love? Amen. I don't need to answer right now, but think on that for a few moments. What will you give because of love? Our husband and wives, and those in relationships, what are you giving because of love? Or are you just in it for the feeling? What you get out of it? Amen. That should not be what motivates why you're in that relationship. But love ought to be the central thing that has got you involved in that situation. But listen, as we consider what we have been given, look at, first of all, what God's love is proving. There, first of all, is an extent of God's love. And what I mean by extent, it means that God so loved. Look at it there. He says, for God so loved. That puts emphasis on the fact that that was an extent of his love. He loved so much. Amen. To a point that he felt so deeply for us. Amen. He felt that the world deserved what he was to give. Amen. And every time I see this, when it says for God so loved, it didn't say for God loved the world, but God so loved. That is very expressive and describing the magnitude of how much he loved the world. And think about it. Do you have anybody you so love? Amen. But let me tell you, God so loved us. Because think about this. The world is not the planet, but it's the inhabitants that are of this world. God loves the earth, but guess what? He loves those that dwell in this earth. And that's why he so loved us this much. Amen. And he wanted to let you see the extent of his love. And anybody glad that he would love you or love me that much? Knowing I didn't deserve that greater love. But God proves to us why he is God. Amen. Because I say again, to love is to give. And thank God that a part of your love, some giving ought to be equipped with it. Amen. The only reason if I love, I ought to be willing to give. I'd be willing, what? To let go of. I shouldn't have my hand, what? Closed like this. But I'd be willing to release what I have because I love. And so look at God here as Jesus would tell Nicodemus, for God so loved the world. And isn't that good? That's a degree of his love. That means that he was expressing how much he loved. And I'm so glad it's in that past tense because that tells us that God already loved. This ain't no afterthought. He already showed his love by showing that he loved all of us. And think about this, if you will. Before you and I was born, God showed his love. Amen. And think about when this text takes place. It takes place way 2,000 years ago, but it tells us something God already did. And I'm glad that he's a God that does things already. He don't wait, amen, until we think it's necessary. He does it when he knows it should be done. So there is the extent of God's love. But secondly, here comes the example of God's love. Now, if I'm going to love you that much, that means that I'm willing to do something. And what does God does quickly? He gave his only begotten Son. And I don't know if there's a mother, father in here today who will be that willing to give your son or your daughter away. But guess what? Did God do it? And God did it because he let us see to love is to give. And look at the example. He gave his only begotten Son. What does that say? His only Son. Amen. And I don't know how many as they say, children in here who's only been one child in your family. Amen. But when you just the only child, that means something, that you're going to get all the attention. You're going to be blessed. Amen. Because you don't have siblings. But if you are the only begotten, look at this. You don't want to release that one. You want to hold on to that child. But God was willing to show through love, I will give my son. Amen. And isn't that good news that he was giving an example of his love by saying, I'm going to give my son, my only begotten son. God didn't have no other child that was begotten but Jesus Christ. And how was he begotten? It was through the womb of Mary. Amen. Everybody glad that he chose Mary to be that earthen vessel in which his son would be born, and therefore God gave his only begotten son. And I'm so glad that love will allow you to give. It will allow you to not be so selfish, not so clingy to what you have, but you're willing to say to somebody else, I want to let you have this. And so therefore I'm glad, brothers and sisters, that we see proof of the example of God's love. But finally, here's the part that we ought to rejoice over. The extension of God's love. Now how did we arrive there? Here it is. When he gave his son, he gave an invitation. Here it is, that whosoever is all of us that are in here that's willing to what? Believe in him. And because belief in him, we don't have to perish, but have everlasting life. And I don't know what you feel on that, but I'm happy that because I believed in Jesus, I don't have to worry about when I die where I'm going. There's some people under this illusion that I can live a good life without believing in Jesus. Listen, I can do as I want to do and don't have to worry about Jesus, long as I'm living in the standards of what I feel to be good. But if you are one of those who think in that way, you are in for a rude awakening. You might be like diabetes, lifting up your eyes and hands because you thought that living what you thought a good life will cause you to end up in a greater afterlife. But only through who God gave that we find ourselves not perishing. And I wonder, in the present age, are we concerned with perishing? I don't believe we are. I think some of us are casually going about that. I got this. I don't have to worry about my soul perishing. But I want to let you know you got to believe in who God gave us. And the promise of believing is this, everlasting life. Now, that's free. But everlasting life will bring you this. You will live forever. Not on this earth, but you're going to live in an afterlife. Where, amen, where it says the wicked will cease from troubling and the weary will be at rest. And I don't know about you, but I'm taking the Lord's offer. And I'm glad that God loved us this much, that he proved it by giving his only begotten son. And then finally, here's his invitation. That extension to us is that if we believe in him, we should not perish, but have everlasting life. That's good news. Especially in a hopeless time. In a time when there is so much uncertainty in our world. It's good to know that God's offer is still available. Some don't realize that John 3:16 is still an ageless passage. That still has a whole lot of future ramifications. Hear me right now, because listen at what it says. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish but have everlasting life. Now hear me right now. What better offer can anybody else present to you other than what God said through his son? Jesus, on this occasion, was talking to Nicodemus, and he told Nicodemus, the reason that I came into the world is because my Father sent me here. And that by him giving me to the world, that through belief in me, they would have eternal life. And And I don't know about you, that's good news to see that love is willing to give. And I hope today that some of us during this Christmas season will realize it's better to love and to give. Amen. Than to be on the other side receiving and not being grateful. Because I know that some are going to be in a little shock. And I pray that it don't be a great shock. If you don't get what you ask Santa Claus to bring you. I thought you ought to know, you ought to think about the real gift. The gift that God gave to this world. A gift that has no, amen, expiration date on it. A gift that can last from eternity. And I'm so glad it was motivated because of God loving this world. Y'all know he loved this world because he created it a long time ago. And in creating this world, he had a plan already in place. Amen. 6 days of creation went about. But it was on day 6 that God said, let us make man. Because I made the world for his benefit. I made the world that he would be the one to take care of what I made. And so because I made him, I wanted him to realize that I still love him. Although he is falling at times out of my favor, I still wanted him to understand I love him in spite of. And I wonder in the house right now, is there anybody here glad that God loves you in spite of who you are? You, if the truth be told, you'll tell yourself, I didn't deserve the love of God. But God didn't ask you what you deserve. But he proved to you that I love you in spite of who you are, in spite of what you've done, in spite of what you got into. I had to prove to the creatures that I made for this world, that I love them more than they love themselves. And I wonder in the house, if there anybody here realize that God loves you more than you love yourself. Well, how do I know? The scripture will declare that he loved us before we first loved him. And he proved that love by giving his son, his only begotten son. And I'm glad that when he did it, he added a little invitation that whosoever believed in him should not perish but have everlasting life. I know right now that some of us don't get it. We don't realize the impact of God's love is the only reason I'm standing before you today. It's the only reason we rose this morning. It's the only reason we have breath to breathe. It's the only reason his love afforded us all of that. And so because of his love, I don't know about you. I am grateful. I'm praising God because he loved you and I that much that he gave his best. Now who is his best? His son Jesus. I'm glad you asked the question. It's Jesus. Mary's little baby. It's Jesus. That's really everybody. It's Jesus. That's right in morning star. It's Jesus. That one who Mary will carry her womb for a 9-month journey. She carried today. Amen. Let's learn to love and then let's learn to give. But listen, if God did it, we can do it too. Amen. Don't fool yourself there. God wants you to learn to love and see how easy it is to give. But listen, when you love, you ain't afraid to depart with anything. Because love has stirred you up. Love has convinced you that I want to bless somebody. Anybody here want to bless somebody? Anybody here want to help somebody as we go along the way? Because after a while, you know your living was not in vain. And I don't want my living to be in vain. Amen. I want to live so God can use me. I want to live so He can be pleased with what I do in His name. God, is there a witness right now? They want to please God. They want the Lord to be happy with you. So my friends, give them your best. And watch how it comes back to you. Listen, let me stay there a moment. Because listen, when you learn to give, God let it come back to you. Do I have a witness? Listen, the reason why some of us don't know, because we ain't learned how to give. When you learn to give, God let it come back right in your bosom. It'll be poured over. It'll be shaken together. Yes! Yes, Lord. Amen. God bless you. And listen, I am convinced. How do I know? I tried it myself. And I found out that God knows how to bless you. Amen. He'll give you exceeding abundantly of all that you ask, of all that you think. He can do it. Yes, He can. Amen. God bless you. God bless you. Every smile on you is out there. Amen. I'm through for today. God bless you. I'll leave you right there. But I want you to understand that you need to understand that love is to give. I dare anybody to try that. See for yourself. And when I love, it's easy for me to give. And then when you do it, watch how God will. Amen. I think somebody knows. God will let you find yourself being overflowing. Because you was willing to give to somebody else. God bless you. Bless you. Amen. Heaven smile over you as I pray. At this time, we're going to extend our invitation. There might be somebody that is here today. Amen. I was so glad I saw